Nour, my antagonist has become my writing.
What does that even mean?
I hate my writing, so I'm giving up.
No. Okay, here. Let me show you how to write when you hate your writing. Hey guys, Nour here, and here's how to write when you hate your writing. But first, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. Let's get started. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Hating your own writing is normal. There's nothing wrong with you or your writing. Well, your writing could be terrible, I don't really know, but if people regularly tell you that your writing is good and you just don't believe that's true, then you are probably a good writer but just happen to hate your own writing, which is normal. I often hate my own writing, except for like rare instances. Now, if you're too scared to share your writing with anyone, then consider allowing one person to give you their feedback before you classify yourself as a terrible writer. And here's the good news. If you're a truly terrible writer, you could still become a great writer. Writing is a honed skill. Just like everything else in life, practice makes perfect. So even if you don't think you're there or people just outright tell you you suck, don't give up. I mean, really, all great writers start out sucking at first. And here's another thing. Even if you write a great piece of work that you love, doesn't mean that you won't hate your writing in another piece. I'm currently writing a new book and literally cringing every sentence, even though when I wrote Divinity Falling, my other book, it felt so perfect. But that's okay. That doesn't mean I'm a bad writer. It just means that I have an inner critic that wants to perfect my story. And you also have an inner critic that wants the same for you. But how are you supposed to write with that constant nagging in your head that tells you you suck? The first step is creating a general outline. Whether you're a plotter or a pantser, do not skip this step. If you're a pantser and like spontaneity in writing, don't outline every detail. Simply create a general map of where your story needs to go. This is important because a lack of vision for your book is a surefire way for disaster. And then you'll not only hate the words on paper, you'll hate the nonsense story with no clear beginning, middle, or end. I say this because I've been there. Once upon a time when I first started writing, I wasn't organized with my stories and I ended up with so many crappy books. And it wasn't until I outlined that I started enjoying my work more. I'm still a bit of a pantser. I outline, but I leave a little room for spontaneity. So do whatever is comfortable for you, but have a general outline. Trust me, you'll hate your writing less. Also, don't stop writing just because you cringe at your own work. Write despite the cringe. Otherwise, you'll never finish that book. And besides, a cringeworthy book is still better than no book at all. And at least you can improve upon a cringeworthy book. So schedule time to write every day or several times a week and make a habit out of it so you don't get lazy or chicken out. Think of it like going to the gym. If you haven't exercised in a long time, going to the gym is really daunting. But if you force yourself to go several times a week, it becomes your new normal and gets easier with time. Writing isn't always fun, but it can be if you train yourself to do it regularly. However, every now and again, do step away from your writing, and this is especially important when you've just finished writing your book. Don't just dive right into editing. That's a big no-no. Stephen King actually advises against that since you're too close to your own writing to judge it properly at that stage. You'll only end up chopping a lot of good work just because you think it sucks. So give yourself time away from your writing. That's the only way your writing will actually have a fighting chance. Once you've done that, go back and revise and edit the crap out of your book. You've earned it. This is when you can let your inner critic run wild. I mean, it likes judging your book, right? Perfect! What does your inner critic not like about your writing? Use that to improve your story. Honestly, this is probably my favorite part of writing because I could actually feel relief after hating my writing for so long. It's like I could finally fix the problems, and there's nothing, and I mean nothing, better than that. Like, the perfectionist part of me just loves editing. Next, offer your book to a trusted reader, even if it scares you. It's helpful to get some feedback from someone who wants you to improve. It's the only way to learn. Otherwise, you'll keep making the same mistakes without realizing why your writing sucks. So good feedback should be welcomed. After that, revise again and again before you give your work to a professional editor. If you're going the traditional publishing route, your publisher or agent will provide you with an editor. If you're self-publishing, you have to hire your own. Either way, you'll have an editor to look at your work. This is when a professional can take your book to the next level, and your inner critic can finally rest because a professional has your back. Or your book. Or technically both. In the end, just accept that a part of you will always hate your own writing. But that doesn't mean that your writing actually sucks. It's just how the creative writing process works. Actually, I'm pretty sure all artists are this harsh about their own work. So just breathe and tell yourself you don't actually suck as a writer and just keep doing what you do. Let me know in the comments, do you sometimes hate your writing, and what other tricks do you use to keep on writing? There you have it, how to write when you hate your writing, and thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter yet, make sure you do so because every month I give out a writing freebie, which includes writing templates or writing exercises, so make sure you subscribe by visiting nourzikra.com. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, check out my others, and subscribe. And remember, Nour for President!